Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened.
A shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Scrambling away. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Steps away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving. They're trying to get to him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to pass. It's back. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball in the air. Intercepted! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Alabama quickly back to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Beck. Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll go hurry up here.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man and they convert. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. On the run, still looking. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Running through contact. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Pulls it in on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Dogs! What a catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17. The offense starts with a short field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Afterburner's coming. 10. Touchdown tie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's not afraid to go deep. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got loose, it was all over.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 21.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Open runway ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Number 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Lets it fly. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He's going to run it. And the ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
That makes the score Georgia 28, Alabama 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Flying down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On second down, just keeps firing. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on second and long from the 8. To the air, it's Milroe. He's taking the deep shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could
He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball is intercepted. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation